time to hear what Mr. Mark Golden had to say, and thank God he was brief because this live stream is getting out of hand right now. So, guys, let me take this dude off the screen. Do we need him on the screen? Yeah, I'm gonna take him off. I don't, I know a lot of people don't like to see him. Lord have mercy. What did I do? What did I do? Oh no, what did I do? Okay, here we go. Let's hear what Mr. Golding has to say.
So with that being said, I invite you to the podium to make your presentation today.
We say, oh yes. Thank you, Madam Chairman. Former comrade leader, former Prime Minister, Most Honorable P.J. Patterson. Regional Chair, Dennis Gordon. Outreach Chairman, Andre Hilton. My comrade parliamentary colleagues, members of the Shadow Cabinet, His Worship the Mayor of Kingston and St. Andrew, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, comrades all. What a tour de force we have had. P.J. Patterson is really a national treasure. National treasure. And it is so important in this era where misinformation flies around cyberspace at alarming levels and speed, and where our opponents devote considerable effort to revise history in ways which seek to denigrate, understate, and otherwise misinform about the achievements and the performance of the People's National Party in the various iterations of government where we have led. Almost as if they realize that if the truth is well understood, it will be obvious to the electorate where the right choice lies. And so I want to commend the Outreach Commission and the regional outreach committees for conceptualizing and implementing these two symposia in which our beloved former party leader and Prime Minister has had this opportunity to, as has been said, set the record straight, lest they forget. And he has done so with great distinction and persuasiveness. And sir, I know your birthday is coming up soon, and all I can say is that you are an example to us all of the power of acuity of mind, the ability to research and to deliver such persuasive content with such ease. And all I know is that you're going from strength to strength, sir. You really are. You really are. And I must tell you what a pleasure it is and how fortunate I feel that you are still so active and so generous with your time and your ideas. And I, for one, have benefited greatly from our interactions, and I look forward to that continuing long into the future. Comrades and friends, we are meeting at a time when Jamaica will be facing the polls in short order. I am pleased to say that your party has its 63 candidates in place. We have been focusing on the preparations for the elections which are coming. We have been strengthening, auditing, fine-tuning our organizations in the constituencies, and we have been making other preparations to ensure that when it comes, we are ready. I ask each and every one of us here, in keeping with
something happened right there with the actual stream.
should find a way for Jamaica.
Yeah, something actually happened there. So
yeah, more importantly, for Jamaica.
Kim Green, what's up? We have Vernal Henry in the building. Wagwan, big up yourself. He said, Bolo, platform, Power Friday, blessings, no weapon form against you shall prosper. Keep up the good work. Kim on Jamaica. Kim on Green, may I tell you. We have Standard Service Limited Call Center. National Treasure, I pray that the good Lord give him long life. Comrade to the bone, Patrick. Angela Smith in our place. Alright, who else is here that me not see yet? Howard, big up yourself. Big up yourself, Howard. And Nora there in our place to Pat Brown, check out. You don't know. Big up everybody upon the live. And feel free to comment in the comment section. Just do so respectfully. I don't block nobody today. All the person who wanna talk foolishness, we make them go and talk. You know what I mean?
Later this year, each one of you can and should find a way to play a role in making that campaign successful. And I implore you all to do so. We are going to be taking the reins of government.
Where's the Marty G?
Of government, I implore you all to do so. We are going to be taking the reins of government. We are going to be taking the reins of government to do so. We are going to be taking the reins of government to do so. We are going to be taking the reins of government to do so. We are going to be taking the reins of government.
Hey, where comrade them there? Comrades, you know what the future Prime Minister said?
A role in making.
Where is the emojis in the comment section? Where is the colors of the comrade them there?
That campaign successful, and I implore you all to do so. We are going to be taking the reins of government.
Where are the comrades?
In very challenging times. We have the world political order going through a process of rapid change, which has created great uncertainties as to how the future will play out. At times like these, we must rely on principle as our guide.
True.
And our party has always approached issues of international relations and foreign policy from the standpoint of principle. And we are also committed regionalists, and we see the necessity of tackling some of the emerging challenges on a collective basis, because unity is strength. And we are facing potential challenges that will require us all to pull together as a region to ensure justice prevails when attempts are made to knock us off course. In terms of our economy, Jamaica has achieved significantly debt sustainability through the sacrifices and fixity of purpose of the last 10 to 12 years. I, like others, am very proud of the leadership of Portia Simpson Miller and Dr. Peter David Phillips, who grasped that nettle when it was at its most challenging and deployed the political capital that existed at the time to ensure that we navigated very challenging reforms and high primary surpluses, which meant there wasn't a lot of money around to do other things, and stood by it because the future of our country depended on it. And this government inherited a situation where the heavy lifting had largely been done. The debt to GDP ratio had been brought down from the dizzy heights of over 140% to 115% in just 4 years through a combination of tight fiscal management and creative debt dynamic reorganization. In particular, the deal with the Venezuelan government when we bought back the Petrocaribe debt at less than 50 cents in the dollar.
Wow.
Having got the debt to GDP ratio down now to the high 60s, with the target ultimately in law of 60%, we realize that the future requires a different approach. Because even though our debt is no longer the heavy burden that it was, we are, as a nation, in a stagnant economy that is characterized by low GDP per capita levels, way below our peers. So the national wealth is much lower than it should be. We have low unemployment on the official statistics, but vast swathes of our workforce are unskilled and are employed in low-tech and low-wage jobs, where we have the second highest level of brain drain in the world, and where our balance of payments is absolutely dependent on the generosity of the diaspora in supporting Jamaican families through remittances.
Listen, I really want the people that is watching this premiere, I want you to rewind what he just said. I want you to write it down. And I want the Labour them to be honest. Leighton Campbell, big up. I want the Labourites to be honest. Kimon Green, me see you. Me see you talk about the PBC. Not even they know so that one. But I want the Labourites to be honest. What lie did Mark Golden tell a while ago? Yes, you paid off most of the debt. But we are in a stagnant economy. That's why you guys are telling us that it's technically a recession. It's not moving. We're not growing. Can we all agree on that? Yes, there's a low unemployment rate. But what kind of jobs do these people have that you consider employment? It's low-paying jobs. The workforce is unskilled. And the ones that are skilled, are bright, are leaving the country. Is that a recipe for prosperity? The Labourites, I'm asking you, is that a recipe for prosperity? Andrew Owens, Nigel Clark, Dr. Dana Morris Dix, Favour Williams, Marlon Morgan, Abka. Is that a recipe for prosperity? And when I say prosperity, I mean prosperity for all Jamaicans, not the few at the top that already have the money to expand their wealth. Where is the prosperity for the little and the middleman? Where is the dream story of a youth that live in the ghetto or a youth that live in the country, apply themselves at school, go through the education system, right, and pretty much took advantage of all the institutions and policies put in place by the government to make them become the best version of themselves and a productive, law-abiding citizen of Jamaica. You see, the government policies affect our crime levels. And I don't even want to go there in terms of what they're actually doing with crime. That's a whole other conversation. Let's continue.
We have to completely re-engineer our growth model, starting with energy, which is really the key element to a more productive economy. And I'm glad that I have with me Comrade Philip Hallwell, who is a man who always sees the big picture and the opportunities to deliver transformational change in his portfolio. Food security is going to be critical in the era that we're in and what is coming at us. The recent reports of the FAO indicate that 55% of Jamaicans are facing moderate to severe food insecurity, meaning that they are unable to have a balanced and nutritious diet, and many of them are underfed. We have to deal with that situation. And Jamaica is blessed with tremendous potential to produce food which is in demand here and abroad. And we need to focus on our agriculture and agro-industry and ensure the necessary inputs and support for our farmers are put in place so that we can achieve a much higher level of food security for our people. The education and health sectors are both characterized by a sense of crisis. Comrade Patterson outlined the situation in the healthcare sector, where if you have to interact with a public health facility and you need to be admitted, you are in a very perilous situation where you could be facing protracted delays in very uncomfortable conditions. And even though you may eventually get a bed, though there's no guarantee, when you have to deal with the costs of the diagnostic tests, because the equipment is largely not working in the public hospitals and this is being outsourced, and you have to purchase all the various medical inputs at tremendous costs, you realize that to be poor is really a crime in this country because of what our people have to go through. In education, we are a mixed bag. We have centers of excellence, institutions of excellence that are performing at levels comparable with anywhere else in the world. And yet we also have significant deposits of underachievement and underperformance, which are shown in the statistics that over 30% of the children leaving primary school and entering secondary school in Jamaica cannot read and write, cannot do basic arithmetic, and lack the facility for critical thinking. That is a recipe for national disaster, because those children enter secondary school without the basics, which the curriculum at secondary school level assumes that they have. There are no proper arrangements put in place to remediate that situation, and many of them end up leaving school with nothing to show for it. And their prospects in a highly competitive world are dim. And of course, we know the avenues that many of them feel compelled to pursue, and that is what is feeding our problems of high levels of violent crime.
Very well explained. I don't really need to add anything. 1 + 1 = 2. Understanding the issue is the first thing you have to do before you can actually, may have solutions. Gideon, big up. Paulette, big up. Right? And what Mr. Golding just explained is literally the issue that we're having right now in Jamaica. When you see, the Bible says that the devil find work for idle hands. Do you know that, right? Well, guess what? If you, the government, don't actually find productive things and programs put in place for the youth to go, the youth that are ambitious, them want to buy them Mark X, them want to buy them Benz, them want to buy this and them want to buy that, them want to live the good life, or what they perceive to be the good life. This is the mindset of the Gen Z or the Gen Z. See? Well, why not set the country in a way where, hey, and this is just an example. Like as a YouTuber in Jamaica, you are restricted in, if you're living in Jamaica and your address on YouTube that you send to them is Jamaican, you are going to be limited in how you can earn in this space. The government of Jamaica, I believe, if they, put certain things in place, they can change that. Like, an example is our Prime Minister statutory declaration not being certified does not help. The powers that be that are in the United States is not going to give the Jamaican banking system that type of access to their financial system over there, where money is running through here on a frequent level, US dollars, because they don't trust the system. Because they know, you think they don't know what's going on? You think they don't know about SSL? You think they don't know about FinSac? You think they don't know about everything? You think they don't know about the people in Jamaica that have lost money from their accounts in certain banking institutions? That's happening on a regular level. Celestia said, my mother and father get one of the houses and I'm a big woman now, and that house bill make it bigger for the family. Which house? You mean, well, you must be talking about back in the day when the PNP did I give her the house them. And most that she talk about. Because she said she a big woman now and her mother and father get one of the house then. Yeah, so hey. Shout out to PMT for that. But let's continue.
We have to have a strong policy to remediate this situation in the early childhood and primary sectors. We have to deal with the realities in the secondary system. For those who are in it and are not at the levels that they need to be, we can bring them back up. And we have to deal with the financing of tertiary education in a way that makes education accessible to our people who need it most, especially those from low-income families.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to be making a big policy speech, but I just wanted to highlight the fact that we are in a new era, and an era which requires new solutions and new approaches. But we're up to the task, and we'll be doing it with clean hands and a clean heart, governing the country with integrity. And restoring trust and confidence in the political leadership of the country. A situation which is at the lowest ebb it has ever been, with a Prime Minister who has been under investigation by the Integrity Commission, can't have his integrity declaration certified, is suing the Integrity Commission, seeking to strike down Jamaica's anti-corruption laws, and there are 8 parliamentarians who are known to be under investigation for illicit enrichment and sitting in the Parliament. And of course, in any decent democracy, they would disclose that so that electors know who they are and whether they're seeking re-election.
Thank you.
So this is
in any decent democracy. You hear that, Andrew Honest? If your government they operate with any integrity, you would have disclosed who the individuals are that have is under investigation for illicit enrichment. If you had any decency whatsoever, that is what your government would do. But you know, it is what it is, man. It is what it. We see you, Andrew Honest, and the Jamaica Labour Party. We understand who you are. I know I do. I hope the people in my chat also understand, and I hope the Labourites them wake up. I hope God take the veil from over their eyes and they wake up in time. All right, so God can have a sweeping victory in this next political process. All right, I pray that the Most High God, the Creator of the universe and of all things, has a sweeping victory in this next upcoming election. You understand?
Out! We need help, Jesus.
It's a time when we will have to take these issues extremely seriously and ensure that we build back the trust and confidence in the democratic processes of Jamaica, because those processes are under threat, not only here, but across the world.
True.
And it is only through doing the right thing and using the power reposed in us to uplift our people and to use the resources that are available to us exclusive for the benefit of the people, that we will ensure that democracy survives and the freedoms that we enjoy will be prolonged into the future. Ladies and gentlemen, I have one main task tonight, and that is to introduce to you, we are in Region 3, and I wish to introduce to you all of our candidates who are going to run, other than those who are already members of Parliament. So I'm going to just need to borrow my phone though.
All right, so ladies
to ensure I
and
don't leave
gentlemen,
anyone out. I have a list. And when I call their names, I'm going to ask them please to come up.
So right here, so now ladies and gentlemen, you know, he's gonna show the candidates that is not yet in Parliament that is gonna be a part of the team for the People's National Party. And while he's doing that, I think it's fitting that this audio be played.
The message me I deliver. You know what me deliver it? You know how much black I listen, you know how much of them that can't? And for me name make them can put on them pot. If I one preacher make Jamaican dagger can yam food, I'm asked you what. Led by Andre. But when I say Portland, me never call no name. Which sure me can. Me no call no fool. But me I tell some people, this year 2025, the plum life has been short. Who not dead and lose sleep. God want back Jamaica, one way or another. Jamaica belong to God. Lift your God bless and in the church. If you're not listening, you're a hypocrite if you don't love me right now. You're not supposed to there. Lift your hand and say, Eternal Father, bless our land, guide us with your mighty hand, keep us free from evil powers, be our life through countless hours. Lift your God bless hand, you're a hypocrite. Before God and all mankind, we pledge the love and loyalty of my heart, wisdom and courage of my the strength and vigor of my back in the service of my fellow. Sit. Where are they? You can't go up. I promise to stand up for justice. Come like, don't forget, you're hypocrite, you forget the pledge. And that you're not loyal no more. You don't remember the pledge. I promise to stand up for justice, brotherhood and peace, to work diligently, to think creative, and give generous, so that Jamaica may. Under what? Under who? Under who? Under who? Jamaica under God. Jamaica under God. Jamaica under God. Jamaica under will increase in beauty, fellowship and prosperity. We will play our part in advancing the welfare of the whole human. I am giving you a warning.
God, no, this have to come to an end. This have to come to an end.
Then double rich, then triple rich, all of them a millionaire teacher. That's why yesterday have too much big talk. That's why yesterday I shoot them one another. So I shoot them one another. So I go for the Portmore people, them and I demand them to change up boundary for them stay that power. But it can't work. It can't work. There is no way Portmore can be a parish and they do have nothing at all. And the people don't even stand. Let me tell you something. This can't work, government. Andrew, you have to take this. When I say you have to take back this, you have to take back this. And you can't call an election because you call you're done. So when and when you don't call you're done. If you call you're done and if you don't call you're done, so what you gonna do? You're there in a middle. Take for yourself. You feel you know, pack your bag and go. Resign. Take for yourself your peaceful life. Go on with what you have because we still have to lock you up. And you can't escape. No way you can't escape. Thief! Me say, as you go on the internet and type in Andrew name a thief come. And the second thing will come up, oh God, Bandulu. What you say? Bandulu lie come up in a teacher screen and me say I Andrew name. Boom, thief. I lie come up. So Andrew is a thief and him is a liar and him is a big nothing but a dirty criminal. Andrew retired and you left the country and of fear. Your mama never will out to you. And your father never, your two father never will out nothing to you. Right now I'm thinking rich and never work for a member, never rotten millionaire. You understand? So what go on? And Jamaica people are broke. Eh? Teacher, this cannot work. Thief, criminal. FBI will come for them now. Wait, Mr. Bolo, call them. FBI, please, come. The matter get worse. The matter get dread. FBI will come down in Jamaica, come look what go on. The situation right. It's not pretty at all. Bad things are going on here. Dread things are going on here. Judgment on the people that we want help. FBI, come help with. FBI, please, we are begging over the last time we were on the brink. FBI, come. FBI, come now. No wait. It a get dread. And you take for yourself. You're a thief. Wicked and lie. We're afraid of you. We can't eat, we can't drink, we are so far down here. FBI, boy, call them. Help me call them, boy. Call them in our country. Call your big liar for and give me money and make him shut the case for you. Because they have the money and SSL nothing. SSL nothing to nobody and nothing none at all. Because I write the evidence there and the laptop them dodge off and thief. so bold forget the money and the poor people don't forget back the money. Them is thief, judgment. FBI come, get them quick and fast. What Mr. Call them, hear them come. Peter, guess what, Mr.
Webley.
Patrick, you must be in a corner, how shall we him out, you know? How shall we him out?
And you can see we have a decent gender balance up here. And we put a lot of effort in, encouraged by our president of the women's movement and others to make sure that happened. And last but not least,
before I go to the last one, Patrick, you look on the big screen, you look on the future of the government. Andrew Holness and the rest of them, yeah man, them a get shub out in the corner there, so. You don't realize him get tucked in the corner. Yeah man, he man the way out, you know. Yeah man, the man the way out.
We have a seasoned politician, a man who has won a seat before which many thought we could never win. A man who has served in government in the same program dealing with land settlement and community upliftment for underprivileged areas, where he acquitted himself with aplomb. A former footballer and cricketer of distinction, and a man who hails from the great constituency of South St. Andrew, which I have the privilege to represent now, but who is going to be taken back home to the People's National Party, no other seat than West Central St. Andrew, which has a...
Hey, when I think Andrew is a look behind him in that picture, Virgin, are these FBI and them people that knock on the door, you know? Yeah man, I investigate them and say, hello sir, we need to have a word, you see? Yeah man, and that's why I look behind him, you know. He can't look in front of him. If you look behind him, you know it go.
A long tradition of being in the column of the People's National Party, and where we see the opportunity to restore that tradition again. I bring to you Comrade Paul Buchanan.
Mr. Buchanan, man.
So comrades, there you have it. These are our candidates other than the ones who are already in Parliament. Myself, Comrade Philip, Comrade Tony, Comrade Angela, and who else? Comrade Julian. Thank you very much. So at this point, I would just say, let us gather behind Car PJ. No?
PJ are there in the shadows, man. PJ no one there in the picture, man. I left for a full time now. I'm my father, Banya.
My father, Banya. My father, Banya. My grandmother, Banya. My grandmother, Banya.
What we do? Our comrades. What we do?
My leader, Banya.
Hey.
That's why I not live.
That's how we not live.
No, I not live.
See that?
He gave I a message.
What's the message?
To all those people.
Alright.
No love progress.
We have to love progress, you
No
know.
love progress.
Love in
Say the
progress.
two them with land lease. Say the two them with land lease. Say the two them with the pioneer war.
Where you put them with?
Two them with the pioneer war. Two them with Jamal.
With Jamal.
Two them with Jamal. Say the two them with free education. Two them with free education.
Alright.
Equal pay for women.
That is it.
Equal pay for women. Two them with the minimum wage.
With the what?
We don't have time, come.
Now big up the speaker lady, you understand? She's beautiful, by the way. Very nice voice, commanding voice. Right? That is it, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you think about what the future Prime Minister had to say. Mr. Mark Golding. You understand?